presenting The Great Adventure. If we motor northwest on the M1 and M6 roadways, we are eventually greeted by the awesome northern landscape. A land where southern Jessies fear to tread. A land of ever-changing climate. One day damp, the next day damp. A land populated by a temperate, unassuming people known as Manchester United supporters. Yes, this is Manchester, the Venice of the North, with the ship canal running quite close. And at the heart of this teeming metropolis, near the statue of good Queen Victoria, and handy for the shops, is Piccadilly Radio.
Roger Day. Roger Day, the most muscular disc jockey in the world.
Isn't that nice? 5 minutes to 11's the time. Piccadilly, first with the music, first with the news. Good morning.
Take a little time off from what you're doing. Sit down, let's have a cup of tea and spend part of the day with me.
Valley's Day it is.
Part of the day with me.
And I got a letter this morning from Mr. Dave Collins of Stockport, and he says, "Dear Steve, can you give a really special Valentine message on Friday to my wife, Elsie? She's a hod carrier on a building site, but finishes the job, I don't believe it, but finishes the job on Friday as it's too heavy." Oh, well, I can see her point. She starts her new job on Monday down on the coal mine.
Right, let's have a look at Piccadilly line tonight. It starts at 6 o'clock, in fact. It says here, 4 million people in this country are afraid. Yeah, I didn't know I had that many listeners. Irrationally afraid of such things as spiders, open spaces, snakes, and even the number 13. Well, there you go, some very strange people about, you know. Woo-woo-woo. On Piccadilly line tonight, our guest is Mrs. Catherine Fisher, a lady who's suffered from a phobia for 20 years. That's Mr. Fisher.
John Christie, are you there? Is he there? He's not there. No, never mind. We'll see who's on the other one.
It will be 1.
Oh, no,
34,
no.
And 27.
Go on. Precisely.
Another Monday morning, start of another week on 261, 24 hours a day, wearing a permanent smile on our faces. Keith's poised at the keyboards, Jeannie's on the telephone.
That Phil Woods, he's a poser. He's from Manchester, and there's only him, Roger Finnegan, and me, Phil Griffin, as is. As for that Roger Day, he's a southern Jessie.
Precisely.
And the People's Soul Train.
It's Piccadilly with Soul Train for a Friday night, 10 minutes past 8 o'clock now, and come to think of it, it's our birthday pretty soon. I've had a great idea, actually. We must make a birthday cake. We could put someone inside it, they could jump out. Now, the person to do it, got to be Tony Emerson. He'd jump out and say, "Ooh, what sort of music do you like?" Actually, really, thinking about the staff problems and the current financial situation, might be an idea if we made the cake out of concrete.
Hello, and what do you think the mystery sound was? No! Better luck next time!
Have you ever walked down the high street with Roger Day round your neck? Have you ever had a bath with Tony Emerson sitting on the side?
Well, you could, you know, simply by sending off for a Piccadilly pendant radio.
Piccadilly pendant radio?
Yes, a Piccadilly pendant radio.
Send now, only £4, and that includes VAT and postage.
Send a £4 cheque or postal order now to Piccadilly Pendant Radio, Piccadilly, Manchester.
Have yourselves a goodie.
Piccadilly, hit music, hit music, hit music.
You're in tune with Piccadilly 9B. My name's Tony Emerson, and with a little bit of luck, on the other end of the telephone right now should be Wolfman Jack in LA, USA. Hello, Wolfman, how are you?
How you doing, Tony?
Nice to have you with us.
Thank you very much. It's nice to be here on Piccadilly Radio 261.
Who am I talking to?
You're talking to Noddy.
I've seen the yellow lights go down the Mississippi.
Rick Davis with Piccadilly First Birthday News. Piccadilly Radio is 1 year old today. Our news team has been out in the streets of Manchester asking people what they thought of us so far. Rubbish!
My God, April's looking good.
I just want you to catch her with this fella.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I want.
Well, I'd have to know some details as regards how big he is. It's very important, bloody hell, yes. Is he an ex-commando? What's telling me? Is he? You can have your money back if he is.
That chap was a bit of a blackguard, wasn't he? Yeah, that.
We go from cats to fish on line 8. Gordon Howard in Bredbury with piranha fish.
Right.
Hello, Gordon.
Hello.
Hello.
We've got a fish, piranha, which is approximately 8 inches long.
Nice size.
We'd like to know how you tell the difference in the sexes.
Between a male and a female piranha?
Yeah.
I've not a clue. The antonics at last. Completely nonplussed.
Piccadilly Radio.
Although our managing director, Philip Birch, came to us from Pop Pirate Radio London down south, he knew what Manchester was all about.
Manchester people tend to like to look you in the eye and give you a straight answer to a straight question, which I'm trying to do to you now.
Does that mean you've made Piccadilly Radio a friendly sound?
If you try to pick up a few key words that would describe Piccadilly Radio, which I think is what you're doing, is friendliness I would put first, a happy station I would put second, an informative one third, and an entertaining one fourth.
It all sounds extremely well-oiled now, but of course it wasn't like that at the beginning, was it? What kinds of problems did you have before the station actually opened?
We were setting up the radio station, Piccadilly Radio, throughout the winter of 73, 74, and of course we were confronted with all the problems of a 3-day week. So whereas we'd planned to rehearse our opening week for something like 5 or 6 weeks beforehand. In fact, as I recall, we went on air with about 5 or 6 days of training.
Did this give you any grey hairs?
Yeah. I was scared stiff.